So Mbappe's staying at PSG. Let's talk about that. Yo, do you play FIFA 22? Yeah. Is your team bang average? You absolute pathetic piece of... You're saying that to the viewers? No, obviously. Ah, okay. I mean you. Do you face teams like this?
You can't keep getting away with it!
Do you know there's a way to get coins? Why are you shouting at me? Then go to userbuy.com for the cheapest and most reliable place to buy your coins on FIFA 22. Link is down below in the description. And also use code Vizeh at checkout to get a discount. Yo boys, how you doing? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, we all know, well actually a few days ago, Mbappe's staying at PSG. For me, in my own personal opinion, it is one massive step forward for what is going to be the future of football. For bad or for worse, I think more for worse, as this now puts an almost dangerous precedent when it comes to how much power can one player truly have in a football club, okay? We all know the saying, no player is bigger than the team. Well, in this instance, the player is the team. Because Mbappe, we all know how much money he's got. This is the future of football, where you've got the president of a fucking country getting involved and talking to a footballer about a football deal and a football transfer. And this is dangerous, man. Presidents of global institutions getting involved. This is almost scary to me. So this is part of his 3-year contract deal. Only 3 years, by the way. Which you would think for a deal of this magnitude would be probably more than 3 years. But 3 years it is. So there you go. 300 million euro signing bonus. 100 million euro a year salary after tax, which is a lot of tax, by the way. He will help decide the coach. He will have a say on the sporting director. He can approve signings and sales. What the fuck? Mbappe when he sells himself to Madrid next season.
We cannot replace him. We cannot.
Mbappe when he puts out a 0 out of 10 performance at halftime, the manager suggests he has to do better. This is the thing. This is how much power he has. Like, imagine this, though. Imagine, like, the power that you may have. That if someone even thinks of chatting shit to you or putting you in your place if you do something wrong, he could genuinely sell you. He could genuinely sell you from the team. The new manager, new sporting director, if he doesn't like you, mate, you're out. Or at least he has the power to, if he really wants to go out of his way to go and do that. I think for most people, when it was like money, make your money, bro. Make your bread. That's the main thing. So support your family. So when it comes to money, if a team thinks that you're worth that amount of money, 100 million euro a year, 300 mil signing bonus, if they think you're worth that much for how much you bring to the team, sponsorships, whatever else, then if that is how much they want to pay for you, then feel free. You have really no option in that. If you know what your worth is and say, okay, you really want me, this much money, put it on the table, bro. Let's see what you got. So fair play to Mbappe for that. It's just the other deals and the other parts of it which he actually has control of the club and decision making. That is just, for a kid of his age, for only 3 years, we know that in 2 years time this would be all up all over again, and then Real Madrid, when he's 25, will still be there, ready and waiting. What would happen after that? I mean, this is the quotes from the conversations between the French president and Mbappe. Mbappe's final decision was also influenced by French President Emmanuel Macron, who has spoken to the forward over telephone several times over the last few months. Macron argued that Mbappe will be better off staying put because he is seen as an icon in Paris and could be front and centre when the Olympic Games are staged in the city in 2024. He is also reminded that the PSG star of his status as a role model for the next generation, as he urged him to weigh up the benefits of continuing his career in his homeland. When you got the president of a country twerking for you, then that's when you know that, like, this sport has just gone too far. And then, what makes it even worse, somehow it makes it worse, but then this happens, that the actual official La Liga, this is not Real Madrid, this is the league, saying that they announced that they have now reported PSG to UEFA because of the Mbappe deal. This is a scandal. We will now report PSG to UEFA, French authorities, and EU authorities. You are not involved. This is the thing which I find crazy. This is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. Imagine, let's just twist it round, right? Let's just flip it, okay? Let's say that instead of Real Madrid, that wanted Mbappe, let's say that it's the Premier League, right? Let's say City wanted Mbappe, but PSG kept Mbappe in the exact same way. The exact same thing that they've just done, right? Okay? Imagine the Premier League coming out to the authorities of UEFA and the French authorities and the EU authorities crying, saying it's a scandal and that he should be playing for Man City because they think something's gone wrong over there. Do you know how much conspiracy theories will be flying around then? Do you know how many people this is not a normal thing? This should not be a normal thing. The league should literally be impartial in situations like this because they are not involved. Real Madrid are involved in this deal, not La Liga. Yes, La Liga would benefit of the likes of Kylian Mbappe being in the league. They could get more TV revenue, more sponsorships. I get why they would want the deal to happen, but end of the day, they are not involved in this deal. They should not be involved, and of course they quite clearly are, which I find it as disgusting because it's all about money. Of course, we already know that football is all about money and football will always follow it. Hence why the European Super League one day will happen. Hence why the World Cup is held in Qatar. We already knew that how much impact and power that money has in the sport. But La Liga should not be involved in a deal that they actually aren't involved in. Yes, it benefits them, but it's involving a team in a league. Again, if Man City was involved in Mbappe and the Premier League came out crying about it, do you know how many conspiracy theories there'll be saying that the league is run by Man City and they want Man City to win because that would be massively impacting the league? Imagine being Barcelona in this instance, seeing the league literally want Real Madrid to go buy Mbappe so that they could go and win more titles, essentially. That'd be literally one side of the league in terms of who you want to do. But we already knew that La Liga shares the same bed with Barca and Real Madrid anyway. Of course, imagine being a team I don't know, like a Villarreal, or like a Valencia, or like a Real Betis, or Christ, maybe even like an Atletico. Imagine watching this thinking, the fuck, because they know that they're probably not going to win anything with Mbappe in that league, and the league is themselves going out of their way to go and make sure that they stand no chance. In the actual quote, which is translated, it says this: La Liga wishes to state that this type of agreement attacks the economic stability of European football, putting at risk hundreds of thousands of jobs and the integrity of the sport, not only in European competitions, but also in domestic leagues. It is scandalous that a club like PSG, which last season reported losses of more than 220 million euros after accumulating losses of more than 700 million euros in prior seasons, with a squad cost of around 650 million for this season, can close such an agreement. Now, of course, I do understand they're viewing it in terms of the fact that, okay, PSG, they probably shouldn't be spending this much money and getting away with it. I don't think FFP does even exist in that country. And imagine if you're a fan of a team in France, you'd be like Lyon or Monaco, thinking, okay, I'd like to win the league one day, make it a bit fair. Imagine how just blatantly unfair it is. The fact that Lille won the league last year is incredible. One of the best achievements, I think, in recent footballing history. Genuinely, that's how far of a challenge this is. If you've ever played Football Manager, then you know how hard it is to win a league with PSG in there. So even though I say that La Liga should not be involved in this should be something that Real Madrid should be saying, not La Liga should be saying, because it's a deal between Real Madrid and PSG. That should be the deal here. But of course, this has gone so far out of the realm of you got Qatari government involved, you got the French government involved, you've got every government involved, you got every big billionaire, multi-oligarch involved in this, and it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. It's no longer football. What Haaland has done between Dortmund and City, that's fine. That's football. Makes sense. Big money signings, big deals. That makes sense. That's how it should be done. What this now means is that any player, which is huge for the football club, so the likes of Haaland, well now, when it comes to City, he'll look at this and think, I want a piece of that. Whatever new up-and-coming fresh talent in the world, unless they are already at a massive club, like if you're like Pedri at Barcelona, he won't want to leave Barcelona. I doubt he'll ever want to leave. But any team that has that star boy almost that they don't want to let go, they now know what they need to do, because they now know that if they are big enough, they can ask for that. Make me player manager, bro. They're pretty much. Of course, as a Burnley fan, we've gotten down to Championship, and to be fair, not gonna lie, I'm kind of looking forward to it now at this stage. I'm kind of like, I'm open to the fact that, you know what, man? It'd be a laugh. It'd be a laugh, man. I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy your day. And I'll see you next time.